Photosynthesis and Cellular Respiration, Their Complex and Independent Relationship by Alicia Hartley. So today we're going to go over how photosynthesis and cellular respiration are connected. We'll look at whether or not they're anabolic or catabolic, how they relate to one another, what's needed for each one to occur, and do both processes happen in plant cells and animal cells, or just one process per cell type. So photosynthesis is a process in which a plant turns sunlight into food, and cellular respiration is a process where animal cells turn glucose, which is sugar, into energy. Photosynthesis and cellular respiration are connected through carbon dioxide molecules and water molecules, and how these molecules are used and turned into food for living organisms and also energy. So photosynthesis forms glucose through an anabolic process in which the glucose molecule is made from CO2, or carbon dioxide, and H2O, which is water. Glucose is the food that is turned into energy, or ATP. So if you look here at this, you'll see that the small units of the molecules with energy are turned into a larger molecule. Over to the right, you've got carbon dioxide plus water equals glucose. That glucose is then turned into energy, which is ATP. And ATP is the purest form of energy and is used by all cells. The catabolic process happens in cellular respiration. It forms glucose through the catabolic process by breaking down the glucose into CO2 and H2O. One thing we need to understand is there's a source of energy within the food molecules that we eat, and they're held together by bonds. So when you think of a bond, if you look over to the water molecule, just remember that two hydrogen molecules are bonded together with one oxygen molecule, and that makes water. So it can be broken down into simpler forms. This happens to our food through cellular respiration. The bonds break and go through other steps to be transferred into energy. This is a catabolic reaction when that happens. So when we take a look at this cycle, photosynthesis releases oxygen as a waste into the atmosphere. We need that oxygen to survive so that our cells can perform cellular respiration. So they're dependent on one another. We cannot have one without the other. Plants literally help form life on Earth and help keep it going. This process that you're seeing here helps keep the balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen within the atmosphere. The plants produce the oxygen, the animal takes in the oxygen, takes heat energy to break the sugar molecules down. The animal releases carbon dioxide, the plant takes in CO2, carbon dioxide, and the plant uses that carbon dioxide to make sugar molecules, and then again releases that oxygen. This brings me to another point. Cellular respiration is an ongoing process in a plant cell and even happens at dark, where photosynthesis can only happen with the presence of sunlight. So humans cannot perform photosynthesis. Animal cells cannot perform photosynthesis. Plants perform both photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Photosynthesis is an anabolic reaction. It builds food and uses energy. And a cellular respiration is catabolic. It breaks the food down and it releases the energy. If we take a look at these formulas together, we'll see that onto the left side, photosynthesis takes 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water plus light energy to make 1 molecule of sugar and 6 molecules of oxygen gas. Now, when you flip that, it's basically a mirror reaction in cellular respiration. So you've got 1 molecule of sugar or glucose plus heat energy to break the glucose into 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water. If you'll notice in this as well, you have oxygen that has to be present within cellular respiration for that sugar glucose molecule to be broken down and expressed. During photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is needed to release oxygen, and for cellular respiration to occur, oxygen is needed to release carbon dioxide. Furthermore, photosynthesis breaks down the water molecule, and cellular respiration builds the water molecule. Again, photosynthesis, large molecule, breaking down into smaller molecules, cellular respiration, smaller molecules, building a larger molecule. Thank you very much for your time.